question that drives us here. It's the question that brought you here. You know the question?
Wait a minute! Who are you?
A daughter, sister, college student, and a human being.
I am a father.
Wife, a mother, sister, friend.
You thinking what I'm thinking, meanwhile?
I spend most of my day thinking about what I have to get done that specific day, whether it's in my house, or in school, or with my friends. And I also think about the future, like what I want, what my goals are for the future, or how I would envision it.
I think about finishing all my schoolwork and doing things on time.
What is real? How do you define real?
Real is something that you experience.
I think the universe is real because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't exist right now, or we wouldn't be able to do anything.
It's as real as we know.
Oh, SpongeBob! Why?
I think people ask questions because they're curious about things, or like when something is unclear to them. So you ask questions in order to know more things, in order to make something more clear to you, and so that you will understand it.
To gain more knowledge.
Because we are curious and we want to learn more about life in general.
But what is happiness?
If they just feel good about themselves, or about someone else, or about something, as long as they have positive feelings about it, then I think that they can say they are happy.
I can say that when I'm happy if I draw and mold things out of clay. When people remember the small things, and yeah. Sorry.
Happiness is a decision, and I'm happy now.
What's the point in being a good person if this is how it goes? We should do unto others what we want others to do unto us.
We choose to do good.
Why?
Because that's what we like to do.
If someone is drowning and you refuse to help, is it your fault that he's dead? For me, yes. Kasi if it's your fault, so mali mo na namatay siya. Well, kunwari, if ikaw lang yung nandun. Pero if may ibang tao doon, pwede din naman ibang tao tumulong. Pero kung
But why not you?
Well,
kahit may ibang
hindi
tao.
ka marunong lumangoy, hindi mo naman pwede ipilit na kasi. Hindi, ano mo lang? You pull mo lang siya out of the water. Ito ganun lang. If it's that easy, responsibility mo din. So, is morality relative or absolute?
I think morality is relative because if there's a standard of morality, however it is necessary, it cannot apply to every situation. Because when you think about an action, there's always a circumstance, the intention, and the gravity of the said action. So if you impose a standard of morality for every situation, and the situation doesn't fit the man, or here's the different intention, it won't really apply or be in line with that standard.
But who should set the standards?
Yeah, so that's the point. So we don't even know parang who can set the standard or why is kaya yung na-set the standard. So we can say na morality is absolute because questionable din yung standard of morality.
So, if we eat chicken, why not dogs, dolphins, or babies?
Well, chicken is a normal source of protein that which has been provided in the past hundreds of years, decades, thousands, yeah. But I don't think it's ethical to eat certain animals or even life in general, like human life, because first of all, it's unethical and immoral to consume.
How can you say it's unethical and immoral? On what basis do you have?
Humans are, well, based on Christianity, are born with human dignity. So it's unethical in the sense that you're preventing their own chance of life.
Now then, any more questions?
I have two answers for that. First of all, maybe I haven't really thought about what that question is. Another is maybe the question that is close to that is, why do some people have more sufferings than others?
I think that the most important question I haven't found the answer to yet is whether there is an extent or a limit to this universe. How long it will last, or how big it really is. I haven't really tried to find the answer to this question because I think it's one of those questions that doesn't really have an answer to, unless perhaps you live until the very extent of the universe until it dies. Maybe that's when you find out that there really was a limit to it.
What happens to us after we die?
The question, are we real?
But I know I cannot find the answers, because some of the answers to that, or the answer to that, only God can answer.
I want to know the answer to this question because I'm curious as to what happens in the afterlife, if there's even an afterlife, and if what is said in the Bible is true based on what I believe in.
What?
Ideas, imparting knowledge.
Philosophy means the love for wisdom, or so when you love wisdom, you're looking for the truth and seeking answers to questions that you may have about life.
Philosophy is the study of wanting to know more about life and finding the deeper meaning of it.
Honestly, I think philosophy is all about man's wisdom.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You're trying to confuse us, Patrick.
So you mean to say they've taken what we thought we think and make us think we thought our thoughts we've been thinking our thoughts we think we thought? I think?
Okay.
Why?
The purpose of philosophy is for humans to see life outside the material world and for us to have a deeper sense of humanity.
The purpose of a philosopher is to ask questions that normal people don't necessarily voice out or ask someone else, or maybe they just ignore those kinds of questions because they seem very trivial and they're too deep at times for us to be able to comprehend. So I think that's what the job of the philosopher is, to kind of try to seek the answers to these questions, or try to at least explain concepts about this question.
For critical thinking, to impart knowledge.
And Socrates taught how to ask questions and how to learn from asking questions. And then after that, he had a student whose name was Plato. I guess Plato was the one who questioned democracy. And then, of course, after that, we have Aristotle, who was also the student of Plato. And I learned how influential a tutor can be because Aristotle happens to be the tutor of Alexander the Great.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth!
Oh, snap.